What's up, guys? Hey, it's been a while. I probably say that every video, but it really has been a while. As you can probably tell, I have been laying low the past few months, and with good reason to. A lot's been going on. I think the last thing that you guys probably saw from me was when I said, traveling the world is easy. Reestablishing life afterwards is the hard part. And let me tell you, life has been relentless. But it's been good. But yeah, now I'm ready, to talk about these things and share these things. So let's get real. Let's get personal. Let's talk about some shit. They say things tend to happen in threes, right? That's kind of what happened for me. I think the first thing that I really went through was a friendship breakup. Now, I feel like friendship breakups don't really get talked about. I feel like they kind of get swept under the rug. But it's like, what? Friendship breakups are fucking devastating. If you think about it, your best friend is one of the most important people outside of your family. It's a person that you tend to spend the most time with. They're your soundboard. They're your support system. They're such a major role in your life. So to lose that person is really, really hard, regardless of the circumstances. And there for a while, I was really ashamed and embarrassed to talk about it, for whatever reason. But then I had an epiphany one night, and I was like, no, you need to talk about this. You need to process it. You need to let it out and to ultimately heal. And that's exactly what I've been doing. Of course, I've had my fair share of sleepless nights, kicking and screaming out of anger, frustration, confusion, sadness, just the whole spectrum of emotions. Things fall together and things fall apart. It's the ebb and flow of life. From where I'm at now, I can honestly say there's nothing but love. Friendship breakups can put a lot into perspective for you. It certainly caused me to do a lot of introspection and feeling and healing and growing and whatever. But at the same time as this, I was also on the fence with my other best friend, my mom. It was a really difficult time because I was going through this loss, trying to adjust, being back home for the first time in over a year, and my grandma wasn't doing well. So of course we're dealing with that. My mom's dealing with, the potential loss of her mom, which is a position I can't even imagine being in. But her and I were just not communicating effectively. Tensions were high, and we just couldn't get it together. So, inevitably, my grandma passed away. And with that, my mom just went into a downward spiral, hit rock bottom really, really quickly. And after that, she went to rehab. So here I am, alone at home for the first time in over a year. I just lost my best friend. I just lost my grandma. And now my mom is away as well. For good reason, though. But here I am, alone at home, feeling all of these feelings that I haven't felt in God knows how long. I probably spent a week sitting there crying. I don't even know. It was a week that's a blur at this point. I didn't know who to turn to. I didn't know who to talk to. I was just at a loss. I guess you could say I just had a mental, emotional, complete meltdown. Thank God for my sister, and thank God for my cousin Vicky. Those two are the only two that kept me sane at a time when I didn't know how to seek help. My mom got out of rehab, and my emotions were still running high. I still didn't know what to do with all of this. And that was the point that I knew it was beyond family. It was beyond my mom. It was beyond my friends. I needed help. So, thank God for my mom's counselor. Jan was a godsend. She allowed me to come into a few sessions and really get down to the core of all of these emotions and allow me to clear up communication issues and to become vulnerable. My communication has always been there, but it was my inability to be vulnerable. I was emotionally retarded for a bit. I was feeling all this stuff and I just didn't know how to let it out. I don't know if you've ever been in that position, but you're definitely not alone. You're feeling all of these things and it's completely normal. I guess just for so long I had put my emotions on the back burner that to feel again I was like, what the fuck? But anyway, don't ever be afraid to seek help. When life is fucking tough, it can be overwhelming, and sometimes we just don't know what to do. Seek help. Don't be afraid to ask. Honestly, it's helped me tremendously, and I recommend it to anyone and everyone. Do not hesitate. Do not hesitate. But yeah, those are the three major things that have been going on. I guess the last couple months have been forcing me to feel everything and to be vulnerable, and to really express what's going on. On the other side of vulnerability is fear, but on the other side of that fear is everything you could ever ask for. It feels great to be able to express yourself. I will take being that emotional train wreck, crying while watching those dog commercials or whatever, than to be someone sitting there keeping it all inside. It does nobody any good. So yeah, with all of this, I just want to say, guys, regardless of what you're going through, I put myself through hell for a couple months because I haven't reached out. I've been isolating myself and really holding up, when in reality, the best thing you can do is to release. If you need anyone to talk to, I'm here. Your friends are there. You've got a support system wherever you look. Don't ever think, you've got no one to turn to, because there's always somebody. Take a moment today. Look at someone that you love and take the opportunity to be completely vulnerable and communicate exactly what you mean. To strangers as well, just to anyone. I promise you, to express yourself is the best freedom you can have. And word to the wise, don't ever let anyone tell you that you're too much. It's been a long time for me, and I'm ready to live my truth loudly. I'm at a point in my life, I've been taking the last couple months really, really slow. Being very conscious of who and what I let into my life. But I'm at a point where I don't have the time or the energy to deal with anyone or anything that isn't 100% genuine, supportive, and loving. And I recommend you do the same. So yeah, thanks for listening to me ramble. Until next time, dare to be vulnerable.